Back guys, and in today's video we are going to be talking about 4 things that do not make sense in War Robots. Now you might be wondering, why am I in War Robots the Orochi video? Well, now this is not anything wrong with War Robots, but I decided to include it in because, well, this is footage of in the Orochi video. Look at this Hawk. You know what's wrong with it? That's right. Look at its slot. Now, Nucleon is supposed to be there. It's a heavy slot. But when have you seen a Hawk with Atomizer on it? Like, Hawk doesn't have 2 heavy and 2 medium slots. It has 2 heavy and 2 light slots. And, well, it's to be Quarker, not Atomizer. It's really weird. It's nothing wrong with the game, but I just want to include this in. Like, where have you seen this? Now, moving on to number 2. Now, for this one, I'll have to go back into War Robots. Now, this is about the module Phase Shift. Now, you might be wondering, what's wrong with Phase Shift? Well, think very carefully of what's wrong with Phase Shift. I'll give you a clue. Pilots and Phase Shift. Have you guessed it yet? Yes. Now, the thing is, in War Robots, Phase Shift is a module used very much, and you basically, well, you're transparent and no shots affect you. But wait a second. I have Iskara on this Technoscorpion, as you saw back in my hangar. You saw it. But if I Phase Shift, where is my pilot? My pilot's gone. Now, that doesn't make sense, because if you have a pilot on the robot, it would be piloting it. But whenever I Phase Shift, it's not there. What happened? Now, this is something really weird in the game. Moving on to number 3. Now, we all know that there are robots in the game. And all those robots are made by different companies from the War Robots universe. In fact, there are 5. Evil Life, Space Tech, Yandy, Avengers, Icarus Technologies, and DSC. But if you now, I know this, and if it did make sense, then it wouldn't be a good game. I know why they had to do this, but look, we all know that Hawk is made by Space Tech. We all know that. And Orochi is made by Space Tech. Now, have you ever saw a Hawk and a Orochi fighting? But why would they do that? Because in War Robots, Space Tech made Orochi and Hawk. So why would it make sense for them to fight if they're in the same company? Now, I do understand why they had to do this, because then, well, it would be really stupid if you can't fight other robots. So I understand why. But isn't that just weird? I mean, I do not know what's wrong with the Hawk pilot, whoever's driving it, damn Johnny or Carl Rogers, but they wouldn't be hurting the robot made by their company. Now, I have a theory for this one. Now, it's either that whenever Carl Rogers set in, he didn't know that they were making a Orochi, but I doubt that. Now, moving on to number 4, we have maps. Yes, maps in War Robots in the universe. Now, have you ever seen a map be in nighttime? Because I haven't. Alright, let's sum this up. Alright, so let's name the maps that are night. Okay, now the maps, there are only 2 maps that are night. Well, technically 1, but for now we're just going to go with 2. And those 2 maps are Sen Sen and Dead City. Now Dead City is obviously night because you can see a moon in the sky. I can't show it now because, well, I'll show you it. Well, not really, but anyways. The only maps are Sen Sen and Dead City. Dead City is night. Sen Sen, well, it's not necessarily night, but in more likely anniversary updates than that, it is night. But let's say if you hop into a battle of Carrier, on Carrier, it's always sunset. But when will it be morning? There's no way it's a coincidence that every time you battle in Carrier, it's sunset. Like, that's not possible. And see, in Abyss, it's always morning, never night. So, in War Robot Universe, when does the map change to night? I mean, it would be pretty cool if they add in a feature where the first half of the battle, 5 minutes in, it will be morning, and the next other will be night. I mean, that would be pretty cool, but for now it's not in, but maybe they could add it one day. And that just doesn't make sense. And yeah, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.